TOEFL Integrated Writing Task. Writing based on reading and listening. For this task, you'll read a passage about an academic topic. A clock at the top right of your screen will tell you how much time you have to read. You should take notes in the passage while you read. The passage will then be removed, and you will listen to a lecture on the same topic. As you listen, you should also take notes. You will be able to see the reading passage again when it is time for you to write. You may use your notes to help you answer the question. You will then be asked to write a response that asks you about the relationship between the lecture to which you just listened and the reading passage. Using information from the reading passage and the lecture, answer the question as completely as possible. Please note that this question does not ask you for your personal opinion. Your response will be judged on the quality of your writing and on the completeness and accuracy of the content. Carl Sagan, one of Velikovsky's most ardent critics, argued that if Venus had been ejected out of Jupiter, the required amount of energy would have heated Venus so much the planet or comet would have vaporized. Sagan also argued that if Venus had been on an extremely eccentric orbit, as Velikovsky suggests, it would be highly unlikely that it could have changed its orbit so radically in the few thousand years to the nearly circular orbit that the planet enjoys today. In fact, Venus is much too massive, with too strong a gravity, to ever have had a visible tail, as Velikovsky claims. Venusian geology doesn't seem to support a young Venus either. Even in the realm of anthropology, there seems to be problems with Velikovsky's theories. According to Worlds in Collision, Venus did not exist before about 1500 BC. In his book, Velikovsky says that neither the Hindus nor the Babylonians recorded the planet Venus. However, Peter Huber from Zurich reports that in cuneiform text stretching as far back as 3000 BC, Venus is mentioned as the star connected with the rising and setting sun. Clear evidence that it occupied an orbit in between the Earth and the sun as it does today. Also in records from 1580 to 1560 BC, observations were made of Venus that clearly puts it in an orbit identical with the planet's current orbit. Isaac Asimov, who referred to Velikovsky's theories as a type of exoheresy, wrote, quote, "For one thing, Velikovskyanism, and indeed any exoherital view that becomes prominent enough to force itself on science, acts to puncture scientific complacency, and that is good. An exoheresy may cause scientists to bestir themselves for the purpose of re-examining the basis of their beliefs, even if only to gather firm and logical reasons for the rejection of the exoheresy, and that is good too. An exoheresy may cause scientific activity which, in a serendipitous fashion, may uncover something worthwhile that has nothing to do with the exoheresy, and that is very good if it happens." When Velikovsky first wrote Worlds in Collision, many scientists rejected it not only because of reasoned arguments, but because the idea that the solar system could change or that events in space could have a profound effect on life on Earth was unsettling. Since that time, science has accepted that asteroid impacts have led to massive extinctions on Earth. Just ask the dinosaurs about that. Read the question below. Use the remaining time indicated to plan and write your response. Your response will be judged on the quality of your writing, as well as how well your response presents the points in the lecture and the relationship to the reading passage. Typically, an effective response consists of 150 to 225 words. In what ways does the information in the lecture contradict the theory presented in the reading passage? Be sure to include some specific examples from the lecture to support your response.